Blow me down. One day, Popeye got a letter in the mail from Olive Oyl. It read, "Dear Popeye, I am writing to you from the beautiful and enchanting country of Mexico. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and the air is filled with the sweet fragrance of flowers. I would be delighted if you came over. There is a dance festival taking place in the nearby town, and I have practiced my moves for weeks in anticipation of the event. Please consider my invitation, and I promise you won't regret it. We'll explore the wonders of Mexico together and create memories that will last a lifetime. With love from yours always, Olive Oyl." After receiving Olive's letter, Popeye wasted no time and set sail across the Gulf of Mexico to reunite with her. Upon arrival, he pondered what gift to give her, and decided on a lovely bouquet of flowers. Fortunately, a flower shop was conveniently located nearby, so he went inside and carefully selected the perfect bouquet, even taking a moment to sniff it to make sure it was just right. Finally, Popeye found Olive in a saloon, where she was dancing energetically to Mexican music while other patrons watched. Olive noticed Popeye and danced over to him. "Hello, Olive," said her boyfriend. "I brung you the bouquet of flowers." "Oh, thank you, Popeye," she said, and returned to the stage. However, she accidentally got her feet stuck in a spittoon, which made her dancing appear comical. Popeye couldn't help but laugh at the sight. After Olive's dance, Bluto, a well-known outlaw in Mexico, entered the premises. "It's Bluto the Bandit!" everyone shouted, and fled the scene at once. After the chaos subsided, only Popeye and Bluto remained. Bluto noticed a poster with his likeness and the words, "Wanted, Bluto the Bandit, $5,000 reward," hanging above Popeye's table. Without hesitation, Bluto approached Popeye.
"What do you have to say for yourself?"
he asked. "Who's afraid of you?" muttered Popeye, unfazed. Bluto poured a glass of his favorite drink. Then, Popeye slammed his fist on the table, and the drink container and glass went flying into the air, and the container poured its contents into the glass on its own. When they landed, Popeye took a sip. Then, Bluto shot at a candle multiple times, and from it formed 4 smaller candles, laughing at Popeye as he finished. "You think you could shoot her?" mumbled Popeye, and he ate one of Bluto's guns and shot bullets out of his mouth that destroyed the bulk of the saloon. Eventually, this escalated into a fight between Popeye and Bluto, and finally, Bluto could stand it no longer. Bluto opened the door for many of his friends to come in to pummel Popeye. "You guys'll get hurt traveling alone," Popeye told them before reaching for his can of spinach and downing its contents. Then Bluto's friends tried to attack, but Popeye bested all of them, delivering a multitude of punches and kicks. Several items in the saloon were launched from the brawl and knocked on Olive's dressing room. Bluto took advantage of the chaos and barged into the room, violently attacking Olive. "Help! Popeye! Help!" screamed Olive, and Popeye rushed to her aid. Amid the scuffle, Olive fought back against Bluto's punches, with Popeye also joining in the fray. Eventually, Popeye managed to send Bluto flying through a glass window, and the fight continued outside, where things only got more intense. Finally, after several minutes of beating each other up, Bluto was found unconscious. Summoning up all his strength, Popeye gave a forceful punch that sent Bluto flying across the world. When Bluto returned, Popeye struck him again and triumphantly stood over him while Olive cheered from her dressing room. After defeating Bluto, Popeye and Olive spent the rest of their time in Mexico exploring the local culture and cuisine. They had a blast visiting the pyramids of Teotihuacan, trying out spicy street food, and dancing to the music of the mariachi bands. Popeye was thrilled to see Olive so happy and carefree, and he couldn't help but feel grateful for the adventure they had shared together. As their trip drew to a close, Popeye and Olive returned to their ship, ready to sail back home. They hugged each other tightly, knowing that they would miss each other dearly. "Thank you for coming to see me, Popeye. It meant the world to me," Olive said, tears welling up in her eyes.
Don't mention that, Olive, replied Popeye. I had a great time with you, and who knows, maybe we'll meet up again someday.
As Popeye's ship sailed away from the shores of Mexico, he couldn't help but feel a sense of contentment and joy. He had faced danger, fought bravely, and most importantly, he had reconnected with an old friend.